Thank you for joining our podcast today. Have you ever built the absolute perfect English sentence in your head?
Oh, I think everyone knows that exact feeling.
Right, like the grammar is flawless, your vocabulary is incredibly advanced, and you have it all lined up perfectly in your mind.
It looks brilliant on paper.
Exactly, it's brilliant. But then, the moment you open your mouth to actually say it out loud to a native speaker, it falls completely flat.
It feels robotic, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally robotic. It lacks rhythm, and it just doesn't connect. So today, we're really going to dismantle the illusion that just reading grammar books silently to yourself will somehow magically lead to fluency. Oh, and I'm Jason, by the way.
And I'm Sarah. It is so true, Jason. We spend, years studying the mechanics of a language on paper, but paper doesn't teach you how to breathe or how to pause or how to actually connect with another human being. We are so thrilled to have you listening with us today as we tackle exactly that.
We really are. And, I have to say, before we really get into the weeds here, I'm feeling incredibly fresh this morning.
Oh, yeah. Did you get a lot of sleep or something?
Well, the weather outside is just beautiful. So I actually woke up a little early. I ground some fresh coffee beans, made a really fantastic pour over, and just took a long, quiet morning walk.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing.
It really was. It cleared my head completely. It was just the perfect start to the day.
I have to admit, I'm a little bit jealous of that amazing, productive morning energy. I had, the complete opposite experience last night.
Oh no, what happened?
The weather here was so incredibly cozy and cool, I just curled up on the couch under a blanket and stayed up way too late watching travel videos.
Oh, the YouTube rabbit hole.
Yes, exactly. You know exactly how it is. You tell yourself, like, I'm just going to watch one more quick video about a local bakery in Paris.
Right, just one more.
And suddenly, it's 2 hours later, you're looking at flight prices, and you've completely ruined your sleep schedule. So that great coffee you mentioned is exactly what I'm relying on today to catch up.
Hey, we have all been down that late night video rabbit hole. I mean, sometimes a cozy night in is just as important as a fresh morning walk.
That's very true.
And really, whether you're listening to us in the morning with your coffee or late at night winding down, we're just so glad you're here because today we're going on a very specific mission together.
A very exciting mission, actually.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive into something that will immediately change your daily life.
That's right. Today, our mission is all about moving beyond silent reading. Like, reading is wonderful for your vocabulary. But if you want to sound natural, if you want to sound confident and completely clear in your daily spoken English, you have to train your mouth and your voice.
You really do.
We want to help you sound like you truly belong in the conversation.
Exactly. When you step out your front door, you want to feel ready for anything the day throws at you. And the way we're going to build that readiness today is by using a very powerful core technique. It's called shadowing.
Shadowing is just a fascinating linguistic tool. And if you've never heard of it before, please don't worry at all. We're going to guide you through it very, very slowly.
Yeah, there's no rush today.
None at all. So, shadowing is not just repeating words like a parrot. It's a very deliberate four-step process. First, you listen very carefully to the speaker. Second, you repeat the phrase immediately after them out loud.
Out loud being the key part there.
Exactly. Third, you repeat it again, but this time you try to match their confidence and tone perfectly. And fourth, you take that phrase and use it in your real life as soon as you possibly can.
The real secret to shadowing is that you're trying to copy absolutely everything. You aren't just, copying the vocabulary. You're copying the rhythm.
You're copying the stress on certain syllables, too.
Right. You're copying the natural, relaxed flow of the words.
Yeah.
It's almost exactly like singing along to your favorite song on the radio.
Oh, I love that comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, like you don't just read the lyrics in a flat voice.
Yeah.
Right. You match the melody of the singer. Now, little warning for you. Doing this out loud in your room or while walking down the street with your headphones in might make you look a little funny.
It definitely feels a bit strange at first.
It does. Your neighbors might look out their window and think you're talking to yourself, but I promise you it works perfectly. It's the absolute fastest way to train your physical mouth muscles and your brain to speak naturally.
It truly is. It builds that crucial muscle memory. So, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to guide you through a complete day in the life.
A full day.
Right. We're going to walk through 5 specific everyday situations, and we're going to practice exactly 50 essential daily phrases that you need to navigate this day smoothly.
Now, 50 phrases might sound like a massive mountain to climb, but listen, we're going to go very, very slowly.
Incredibly slowly.
Yeah, an incredibly slow, steady pace with clear, crisp pronunciation. That's the goal today. We're going to take our time with every single one. We are just going to read you a list.
No, that wouldn't be helpful at all.
For every phrase, we're going to explain the why and the how, and then we're going to give you a dedicated shadowing round. That means we'll speak the phrase, explain the mechanics of how to say it naturally, and then we'll leave a quiet space for you to practice speaking it out loud right where you are.
So, find a comfortable spot, take a nice deep breath, and let's get started. Before we even think about stepping out the front door to interact with other people, we have to start by looking inward.
Right, you have to start with yourself.
Exactly. We have to start with how we are feeling. Language is ultimately about human connection, and empathy is the true foundation of conversational English.
I love that we're starting here with the internal stuff, because there's a huge difference between, like, academic language study and actual human communication.
A massive difference.
And the bridge between those two things is emotion. If you say the word really with a flat, boring, monotone voice, it means absolutely nothing. It just sounds like a robot processing data.
It's just a sound.
Right. But if you raise your pitch and say, really, with surprise and excitement, suddenly the language comes alive. If you say, I'm sorry to hear that, with genuine sympathy in your heart and your voice softens, it creates a real connection.
Yes, emotion literally changes the music of the language. It changes the frequency and the pitch. Let's look at a very important vocabulary word from our sources today. The word is relief.
Such a great word.
It is. Relief is that wonderful, light, exhaling feeling you get when a worry or a problem finally ends. Imagine you're at the store, you reach into your pocket, and you think you've lost your wallet.
Oh, the worst feeling.
Your heart drops. And then a second later, you realize it's just in your other jacket pocket. That sudden rush of calm, that feeling is relief.
And the specific phrase we use to express that is, that's a relief. It is such a vital emotional reaction to use in conversation.
It shows you're right there with them.
Yeah. Like when a friend tells you they finally passed a difficult exam they were stressing over, saying that's a relief shows them that you are carrying that worry with them, and now you're sharing in their happiness. We also have essential phrases like, that must be hard.
Which is so important for empathy.
Exactly. When someone tells you they had a terrible day at work, saying that must be hard prevents the conversation from hitting a dead end. It shows you're actively listening and visualizing their struggle. It shows true empathy.
It really does.
You know, it makes me think of an analogy. Speaking English without using any emotion, without changing your pitch or your tone, is exactly like playing a beautiful, expensive grand piano, but never using the foot pedals on the floor.
Oh, that's a brilliant way to look at it.
Right. Like, yes, you're hitting the right keys. Yes, the grammar is correct and it makes a sound, but it completely lacks depth. The sound doesn't resonate. It just stops short.
It's very dry.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, why do you think language learners often focus so much on building these long, perfect, grammatically flawless sentences, but they completely forget to use these short, vital, emotional reactions?
That is such a perceptive question. I think it happens because grammar feels safe. It's controllable.
Safe? How do you mean?
Well, when you study a textbook, you learn the rigid rules, and you want to prove to the person you're speaking to that you know those rules by building a big, complicated sentence. But in real daily conversation, Native speakers rarely speak in long paragraphs.
No, we really don't.
We speak in short bursts. We react to each other constantly. Using a short emotional reaction requires you to be vulnerable. It requires you to be entirely present in the moment and listen to the feeling behind the words rather than just translating the vocabulary.
I completely agree. It requires you to let go of the textbook and just feel the interaction. So we're going to practice putting our foot on that piano pedal right now. We're going to practice the emotion.
Remember our incredibly slow, steady pace? Take your time.
Exactly. I want you to listen carefully to the rhythm and the feeling. Let's try our first phrase.
Phrase number 1 is, I'm excited. Now, to make this sound natural, your pitch needs to go up on the middle syllable, the C. And you should physically smile when you say it. A smile actually changes the shape of your mouth and brightens the vowel sounds. I'll say it, and then I'll leave a pause for you to repeat it out loud. Listen closely. I'm excited. Now you try it out loud.
I really hope you felt that upward energy. Let's do it one more time just to lock that bright tone in. Listen and repeat. I'm excited. Go ahead.
Perfect. Now let's look at the other end of the spectrum. Phrase number 2 is, I'm worried. For this one, the energy drops. Your voice should be a little slower, and your pitch should be slightly lower, especially on the word worried. Listen to the drop. I'm worried. Your turn.
Notice how different that feels in your chest compared to I'm excited. Let's solidify it. Give it that lower concerned pitch. I'm worried. Try it now.
Phrase number 3 is, I'm stressed out. When native speakers say this, they often put a heavy emphasis on the word out, almost like a heavy sigh of exhaustion. Listen to the weight on that final word. I'm stressed out. Give it a try.
Really let yourself exhale on that out. Let's do it again. I'm stressed out. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 4 brings us back to that vocabulary word we discussed earlier. The phrase is, I'm feeling better. This is pure relief. Your tone should be soothing and light. Listen to how smooth it sounds. I'm feeling better. Try it yourself.
Imagine a headache finally going away as you say it. Let's repeat it. I'm feeling better. Your turn.
Phrase number 5 is pure enthusiasm. That's amazing. You really want to stretch out that ass sound in the middle of amazing. Give it a lot of positive, upward energy. Listen, that's amazing. Go ahead.
Don't be afraid to exaggerate a little bit while you're practicing. Let's do it again. That's amazing. Try it.
Phrase number 6 shifts us into empathy. The phrase is, that's too bad. This is what you say when a friend tells you a minor disappointment, like their favorite restaurant was closed. Keep your consonants very soft and gentle. Listen, that's too bad. Your turn to practice.
It's gentle. It's comforting. Let's repeat that soft tone. That's too bad. Go ahead.
Phrase number 7 is for deeper empathy. It is, I'm sorry to hear that. This is crucial for when someone shares bad news. The pacing should be slow, respectful, and genuine. Put a little gentle emphasis on sorry. Listen, I'm sorry to hear that. Try it now.
You really have to mean it when you say this one. Drop the textbook and just feel the sympathy. Let's do it again. I'm sorry to hear that. Your turn.
Phrase number 8 is another great active listening tool. That sounds difficult. Notice how we use the word sounds. You're validating their experience based on what they're telling you. Listen to the steady rhythm. That sounds difficult. Give it a try.
It's a great way to show you are paying attention to their struggle. Let's lock it in. That sounds difficult. Try it.
Phrase number 9 is very similar, but a bit more personal. That must be hard. Putting the stress on the word must shows that you are putting yourself in their shoes and realizing the weight of their problem. Listen to the stress. That must be hard. Your turn.
It's such a validating sentence. Let's do it once more. That must be hard. Go ahead.
And phrase number 10 wraps up our emotional core. It's the phrase we discussed earlier. That's a relief. Remember that feeling of finding the lost wallet? Imagine breathing out a slow breath as you say it. Listen, that's a relief. Try it now.
Let the tension completely leave your shoulders on the word relief. One more time. That's a relief. Say it out loud.
You did a fantastic job with those. Take a nice deep breath. You've just completed the foundational step of your English day.
Yeah, that was a great start.
You've connected with your internal emotions and you've practiced extending empathy to others.
And naturally, once you're in that good headspace where you know how to express your feelings,
Hmm.
it leads to wanting to share that energy.
Right, you want to get out there.
Exactly. You want to connect with other people in the real world. You want to be social. And that requires a whole new set of linguistic tools, making plans and scheduling.
Scheduling in English is a really delicate dance. It's all about finding a balance between being proactive and being incredibly polite.
It really is a fine line.
It is. You want to manage your time and you want to see your friends, but you never want to seem pushy, demanding, or overly aggressive. You're trying to find a mutual window of time that works for everyone.
We have a really fun phrase from the sources for this section. The phrase is count me in.
Oh, that's a classic.
I absolutely love the visual imagery of this one. It's such a warm, casual way to say, yes, I want to participate. Think about it literally. You're asking the person to include you in their physical tally
Mm.
of people attending.
1, 2, 3. Count me in.
Exactly. If a friend texts the group chat and says, we're going to the park for a picnic on Saturday, does anyone want to come?
Hmm.
Responding with count me in completely changes the vibe.
It's much better than just saying yes.
Right. If you just type, yes, I will go, it sounds like you're confirming a dentist appointment. But count me
Checks
in
out.
sounds enthusiastic. It
Yeah.
sounds like you're excited to be part of the group.
It's incredibly friendly and communal. But on the flip side of that, we have to talk about the opposite situation, which is often much harder for language learners.
Oh, saying no.
Yes. What happens when you actually can't go? Polite refusals are a massive part of daily conversational English. Different cultures handle refusals differently. In some languages, a direct no is perfectly acceptable and efficient.
Not in English.
Definitely not. In English, if someone invites you to dinner and you just say a blunt no or simply I can't, it sounds remarkably harsh to native speakers. It can almost sound like you're angry with them.
It really does. It stops the social momentum completely cold. Good daily English relies heavily on indirectness, politeness, and warmth to soften the blow of a rejection.
You have to cushion it.
Exactly. If you say, I'd love to, but I can't, or maybe another time, you aren't just giving them your schedule. You're actively protecting the friendship. You're sending a dual message like, I really like you and I genuinely want to spend time with you, but logistics are preventing it today.
It cushions the refusal.
That cushioning is essential for maintaining social harmony. And speaking of the logistics of scheduling, we have a fantastic vocabulary word here, works.
Right, but not like going to a job.
No,
Mm.
obviously we aren't talking about going to your job and doing labor. In the context of scheduling, when we ask what time works for you, the word works means acceptable, suitable, or convenient. We're essentially asking what time integrates smoothly into the machinery of your day.
That's a great way to put it. I want to
Okay.
point something else out about scheduling conversations that I think trips a lot of learners up.
What's that?
There is a lot of flexibility naturally built into conversational English. If someone asks you to hang out and you genuinely aren't sure if you're busy or maybe you just feel put on the spot, you don't have to answer yes or no immediately. Oh, absolutely not.
You can use what we call a buffer phrase, a phrase like, let me check my schedule. This gives you a socially acceptable, polite pause. It buys you physical time to think, to actually look at your phone's calendar, or to just politely delay your answer until you've made up your mind.
It's so useful.
It's a wonderful tool to keep the conversation flowing smoothly without feeling backed into a corner.
That is a very smart insight. Having a buffer keeps you feeling calm and in control of your time. So let's practice these social scheduling phrases. I want you to imagine you're talking to a really good friend who you haven't seen in a few weeks. Keep your voice friendly, polite, and relaxed.
And remember, we're taking this nice and slow.
Phrase number 11 is, are you free tonight? Notice how the pitch rises at the end of tonight to signify a question. You want to make it sound like a welcoming invitation. Listen, are you free tonight? Now you try it.
Remember that rising pitch? It makes it sound open and friendly. Let's do it again. Are you free tonight? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 12 is, do you want to hang out? The secret to sounding natural here is linking the words hang and out, so they almost sound like one single word. Hang out. Listen to the flow. Do you want to hang out? Give it a try.
It's such a casual, low-pressure question. Try linking those last two words again. Do you want to hang out? Your turn.
Phrase number 13 is, let's grab coffee sometime. Notice the brilliant vagueness of the word sometime. It removes all the immediate pressure of setting a specific date. It just establishes the desire to meet. Keep it nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
Listen, let's grab coffee sometime. Try it now.
It's the perfect casual opener. Let's lock it in. Let's grab coffee sometime. Go ahead.
Phrase number 14 is our enthusiastic acceptance. Count me in. Remember the imagery of being added to the list? You want to say this with a literal smile to brighten the tone? Listen, count me in. Your turn to practice.
I can hear the enthusiasm.
Woo.
Let's do it once more with energy. Count me in. Try it.
Phrase number 15 is our polite buffer phrase. Let me check my schedule. The pacing here should be thoughtful and steady. You're buying yourself time. Listen. Let me check my schedule. Give it a try.
It's a lifesaver when you feel put on the spot. Let's practice that buffer again. Let me check my schedule. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 16 uses our vocabulary word. What time works for you? You want to put a tiny bit of vocal stress on the word works to emphasize the consideration of their convenience. Listen, what time works for you? Try it now.
It's incredibly polite and accommodating. Let's repeat it. What time works for you? Your turn.
Phrase number 17 is setting the firm plan. Let's meet at 7. Because you are confirming a detail, you want your articulation to be very crisp and clear, especially on the number. Listen, let's meet at 7. Give it a try.
Clarity is key when finalizing plans. Let's do it again. Let's meet at 7. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 18 is our polite refusal. I'd love to, but I can't. The key here is the emotional shift. You should sound genuinely a little bit sad on I'd love to, and then apologetic on but I can't. Listen to the tonal shift. I'd love to, but I can't. Your turn to practice.
It really cushions the blow of saying no. Let's practice that empathetic tone again. I'd love to, but I can't. Go ahead.
Phrase number 19 is another softening phrase. Maybe another time. Keep your voice very gentle and open-ended. You are leaving the door open for future plans. Listen, maybe another time. Try it now.
It protects the friendship perfectly. Let's repeat it. Maybe another time. Your turn.
And phrase number 20 offers an alternative. Can we do it another day? Notice the rising intonation at the end. You're keeping the negotiation alive. Listen, can we do it another day? Give it a try.
You're doing so well. Let's lock this final scheduling phrase in. Can we do it another day? Say it out loud.
Excellent work. You've navigated the tricky waters of social scheduling perfectly.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad, right?
Not at all. You've checked your emotions, you've reached out to a friend, you've used your polite buffers, and you've successfully agreed on a time to meet up.
So you've done the social dance. But now, where are you actually going to meet them?
That's the next big question.
Usually in our daily lives, the default meeting spot is a local cafe or a quick service restaurant to fuel up for the day ahead. But the moment you walk through those glass doors, the rules of the language shift dramatically.
They absolutely do.
You go from leisurely, polite planning to needing fast, practical, highly efficient surface English.
Exactly. This is an extremely practical section. When you're standing in line at a busy cafe, the environment is often loud.
Oh, there's so much noise.
Espresso machines are steaming, music is playing, and there are likely 3 impatient people standing right behind you waiting to order. Because of that pressure, your phrases need to be short, they need to be highly practical, and they need to be easy to recall under stress.
Let's deep dive into a very specific vocabulary word that native speakers use constantly when talking about casual food and drinks. The word is grab,
Such a common word.
as in, let's grab a coffee, or I grabbed a quick sandwich on my way here. Now, if you look at a dictionary, to grab means to take something forcefully and suddenly with your hand, like grabbing a lifeline.
Right, it sounds almost aggressive.
But in daily spoken English, the meaning has evolved. It means to get something quickly in a very informal, low-stress way. It paints a perfect, vivid picture of modern life. It shows that you are actively fitting this meal into your busy schedule rather than sitting down for a 3-hour formal banquet.
It's such a dynamic verb. It makes your English sound incredibly native and relaxed.
It really does.
Another crucial element in fast-paced cafes is knowing the logistics of your order, specifically if you're staying in the building or taking it with you. You will almost always be asked this by the cashier.
Every single time.
The two tiny phrases you must know are to go, which means they will put it in a paper cup or a bag for you to leave with, and for here, which means you'll be sitting down at a table inside. They are incredibly short, but if you don't know them, you'll end up holding up the line while the cashier stares at you.
Now, I have to push back a little bit on something I see in the sources regarding ordering. We have all these polite softeners listed.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, instead of just saying a coffee, we're supposed to say, I'd like a coffee, please. Or we say, could I have the menu? I have to ask, is it really strictly necessary to use all these indirect polite softeners when we're just ordering a quick $2 drip coffee in a busy line?
That's a fair point.
Can't we just walk up to the counter, be efficient, and say, copy, please?
I completely understand why you'd ask that. When you're in a rush and the line is long, it seems so much more efficient to just use the minimum number of words. And let's be clear, if you walk up and say, coffee, please, the barista isn't going to refuse you.
Right, you'll still get your drink.
They will understand the vocabulary and you will get your coffee. However, using these indirect softeners like I'd like and could I is about so much more than just the transaction of buying the drink.
How so?
It's about a cultural micro-interaction. It's about building a tiny, fleeting moment of rapport with the human being serving you.
So it's less about grammar and more about the social contract.
Precisely. Direct demands, even with the word please attached, sound very abrupt in English. By adding could I, you are grammatically turning a demand into a request. It softens the interaction.
That makes a lot of sense.
It makes the transaction feel respectful and human, rather than treating the barista like a vending machine. And most importantly for our listeners, using softeners reflects the absolute standard natural rhythm of daily English. When you use softeners, you don't just sound polite. You sound like you truly belong in that environment. You sound fluent.
That makes total sense when you frame it as a micro-interaction of respect. It isn't just about getting the caffeine. It's about treating the other person well and hitting that natural cultural rhythm while doing it. So let's practice ordering smoothly and politely.
Focus on that relaxed, respectful tone.
And keep it slow. Remember, you're requesting, not demanding.
I want you to imagine you're stepping up to the counter of a lovely, slightly noisy little cafe. The barista smiles at you. Listen, repeat, and let the words flow smoothly. Phrase number 21 is, I'd like a coffee, please. Notice the contraction I'd instead of I would. It keeps it casual. Listen, I'd like a coffee, please. Now you try it.
Using I'd like instead of I want makes a world of difference. Let's do it again. I'd like a coffee, please. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 22 handles our logistics. Can I get this to go? The trick to sounding natural here is linking the words to and go very quickly. Listen to the flow. Can I get this to go? Your turn.
It's such an essential phrase for busy mornings. Let's practice it once more. Can I get this to go? Go ahead.
Phrase number 23 is the opposite. For here, please. It's short, sweet, and tells them you need a ceramic mug. Listen, for here, please. Try it now.
Nice and simple. Let's lock it in. For here, please. Your turn.
Phrase number 24 uses our polite softener. Could I have the menu? You're asking permission, which softens the request beautifully. Listen, could I have the menu? Give it a try.
It sounds so much warmer than just saying menu. Let's do it again. Could I have the menu? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 25 is a great signaling phrase. I'm ready to order. You say this with steady eye contact when the waiter approaches your table. It helps them manage their time. Listen, I'm ready to order. Your turn to practice.
It's polite and helpful for the staff. Let's repeat it. I'm ready to order. Go ahead.
Phrase number 26 is, can I have the bill? In many English-speaking cultures, the waiter won't bring the bill until you explicitly ask for it so they don't rush you. Listen, can I have the bill? Try it now.
A very crucial phrase to end the meal smoothly. Let's practice it again. Can I have the bill? Your turn.
Phrase number 27 is the modern essential. Do you have Wi-Fi? Notice the upward inflection at the end, making it a clear question over the cafe noise. Listen, do you have Wi-Fi? Give it a try.
Make sure that pitch goes up at the end. Let's do it once more. Do you have Wi-Fi? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 28 is incredibly useful if the environment is distracting. Could you turn it down a little? You can use this politely if the cafe music is overwhelmingly loud. Keep your tone very gentle and apologetic. Listen, could you turn it down a little? Your turn.
Keeping it gentle prevents it from sounding like a harsh complaint. Let's practice that soft tone. Could you turn it down a little? Go ahead.
Phrase number 29 is all about building that rapport. The food was great, thank you. Leaving a small compliment completely makes a service worker's day. Listen to the warmth. The food was great, thank you. Try it now.
It's a lovely thing to say as you're packing up your bag. Let's repeat it. The food was great. Thank you. Your turn.
And phrase number 30 is the standard polite exit. Have a nice day. Give them a warm smile and eye contact as you walk away. Listen. Have a nice day. Give it a try.
It's the perfect way to close the interaction. Let's do it one final time. Have a nice day. Say it out loud.
Excellent work. You've mastered the rhythm of the cafe. You've gotten your caffeine. You've had a great social interaction. And you've navigated the service environment with perfect politeness.
But now the coffee cups are empty. You say goodbye to your friend, and it's time to transition into the core responsibilities of your day.
Time to get to work.
Exactly. You're heading into the office, or logging onto your remote job, or maybe heading into the university library. We are stepping into the realm of getting things done.
Work environments are fascinating from a linguistic perspective. Work English is a highly unique combination of two opposing forces: urgency and cooperation.
That's a tough balance.
It is. You are under pressure to get things done quickly and meet deadlines, but you also have to work together with other people smoothly without causing friction.
Finding that balance is tricky. A lot of language learners assume that to survive in an English-speaking office, they need to memorize a massive, highly complicated dictionary of corporate jargon.
Like they need a whole new language.
Right. They think they need to say things like, let's synergize our core competencies. But honestly, you don't. You just need a few highly reliable phrases that manage stress and communicate clearly. I like to think of workplace communication like air traffic control.
Oh, that's an interesting comparison. How so?
Well, think about it. If you're an air traffic controller, you have dozens of planes which represent your projects and deadlines circling in the air.
That sounds stressful.
It is. The pilots are stressed, fuel's running low, and the weather is bad. If the controller gets on the radio and starts panicking or using overly complicated, flowery language, the pilots will panic and things will crash.
They need clear instructions.
Exactly. The controller needs a calm, steady, universally understood set of phrases to land the plane safely. One of the absolute best air traffic control phrases we have is, "We'll figure it out." I cannot tell you how much I love the power of this short phrase.
It really is a remarkable piece of language.
Imagine the company computer system crashes right before a major presentation, and everyone in the office is starting to panic. If you step in, take a breath, and say calmly, "We'll figure it out," it literally changes the chemical makeup of the room.
It drops the temperature completely.
It's so practical. It acknowledges that there is a serious problem, but it immediately pivots to collective problem solving. It tells your team, "I am not panicking, and we are going to solve this together." It's pure leadership.
It is the ultimate de-escalation tool. And to deliver a phrase like that effectively, you need to embody our next key vocabulary word, which is patient.
Being patient.
Yes. Being patient doesn't just mean waiting quietly in a line. In a professional context, being patient means maintaining your emotional equilibrium while you are dealing with a difficulty or a delay. In the workplace, managing other people's expectations patiently is a massive skill.
That's a really good point.
You project patience by using phrases like, "I need more time," or "let's go step by step." You are verbally slowing the panic down for everyone else.
And let's be honest, sometimes things just go wrong. You have to communicate delays to your boss or your team,
Yeah,
but you want to do it professionally without sounding like you're failing.
right. You don't want to panic them.
Instead of saying, "I'm a disaster and I can't do this," You use a neutral status update like, I'm behind schedule. Or if someone asks for an update on a stressful task, you don't just bluntly say, not finished. You say, I'm working on it.
It's honest, but calm.
It reassures them that action is actively happening, even if the result isn't ready yet. It keeps the plane circling safely.
Exactly. It's all about reassuring the team. So let's step into the control tower. For this round of shadowing, I want you to focus on mimicking a very professional, steady, and reassuring tone. You are capable, you are calm under pressure, and you are leading the team.
We'll take this nice and slow, just like a calm professional.
Phrase number 31 establishes a firm but polite boundary. I have a meeting. Keep your tone steady and unapologetic. You are simply stating a scheduling fact. Listen, I have a meeting. Now you try it.
It's a great way to politely exit a conversation. Let's do it again with that steady confidence. I have a meeting. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 32 is your reliable status update. I'm working on it. Emphasize the word working to reassure them of your active effort. Listen, I'm working on it. Your turn.
It tells them you haven't forgotten the task.
Right.
Let's practice it once more. I'm working on it. Go ahead.
Phrase number 33 manages the final stretch of a project. I'm almost done. The tone here should be encouraging. You're letting them know the finish line is in sight. Listen, I'm almost done. Try it now.
It's a great phrase to relieve pressure. Let's repeat it. I'm almost done. Your turn.
Phrase number 34 requires you to own a delay professionally. I need more time. Say it firmly, clearly, but politely. Don't sound guilty, just factual. Listen, I need more time. Give it a try.
Being direct about your needs is highly professional. Let's practice that firm tone again. I need more time. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 35 is a brilliant deflection tool. Let's talk after lunch. If someone interrupts your deep work, this politely pushes the conversation to a better time. Listen, let's talk after lunch. Your turn to practice.
It protects your focus without offending anyone. Let's do it again. Let's talk after lunch. Go ahead.
Phrase number 36 is honest reporting. I'm behind schedule. It's perfectly okay to admit this in a healthy workplace. Just state it clearly so the team can adjust. Listen, I'm behind schedule. Try it now.
Honesty is the best policy. Let's repeat it clearly. I'm behind schedule. Your turn.
Phrase number 37 shifts us into cooperation. Let's take a look. If a coworker comes to you with a confusing problem, this phrase shows immediate teamwork. Listen, let's take a look. Give it a try.
It shows you are willing to help. Let's lock it in. Let's take a look. Say it out loud.
Phrase number 38 is for de-escalating a chaotic situation. Let's go step by step. Slow down the actual pace of your voice as you say this to physically demonstrate the calmness you're suggesting. Listen, let's go step by step. Your turn.
Notice how slowing down your speech immediately lowers the tension. Let's practice that slow delivery again. Let's go step by step. Go ahead.
Phrase number 39 cuts through corporate confusion. Let's keep it simple. If a meeting is getting too complicated, this phrase brings everyone back to reality. Listen, let's keep it simple. Try it now.
It's a breath of fresh air in a long meeting. Let's repeat it. Let's keep it simple. Your turn.
And phrase number 40 is our ultimate leadership tool. We'll figure it out. Let them hear the absolute confidence and collective ownership in your voice. Listen, we'll figure it out. Give it a try.
I love how reassuring that sounds. Let's do it one final time with absolute confidence. We'll figure it out. Say it out loud.
That was fantastic. You sounded incredibly professional.
Really strong work there.
You kept the planes in the air and managed the stress perfectly. I would definitely want you on my team in a crisis.
But thankfully, the crisis is averted, the work is done, and the day is finally winding down.
Time to go home.
Yep. You pack up your bag, you walk out of the office building, and now you have to navigate the commute home. Or perhaps you're traveling for work and you're trying to navigate a brand new, massive city you've never been to before. This brings us to our final set of tools.
Transport and directions are the final crucial puzzle pieces of daily English. And it's important to remember that these phrases are not just for tourists on vacation with a map.
Right. Locals use them too.
Absolutely. People who have lived in a city for 10 years use these phrases every single day just to survive urban life. Subways break down, buses change their routes without warning, construction blocks your usual path, and sometimes You just get turned around.
And getting turned around or realizing you were completely lost brings up a very specific universal human feeling.
Panic.
Yeah, but also vulnerability. It makes us feel incredibly vulnerable. It is scary to be lost, especially if the
Hmm.
sun is going down. And because of that fear, it can be deeply intimidating to approach a total stranger on the sidewalk to ask for help.
It takes courage to ask a stranger.
It does. But we have a secret combination of phrases from our sources that works like absolute magic in these situations.
Yeah.
If you walk up to someone, make soft eye contact, and say, I think I'm lost, paired immediately with, can you point me in the right direction?
Hmm.
It is incredibly disarming.
It really is a psychological masterclass. By openly admitting, I think I'm lost, you instantly drop any pretense. You make yourself seem approachable, humble, and human.
You're not a threat.
Exactly. You aren't aggressively demanding anything from them. You're simply asking for a small, momentary kindness. And the second part of the phrase is the real genius.
Oh, I love the second part.
Asking them to point you in the right direction removes all the heavy pressure. You aren't asking them to pull out their phone, load up a map, and give you 10 minutes of complicated left and right instructions. You're literally just asking for a physical point of the finger. Because the ask is so small and low pressure, strangers are exponentially more likely to stop and assist you.
It's a brilliant way to respect their time while getting the help you need. You also need to know the crucial difference between asking about physical distance and asking about logistical schedules.
They're very different things.
Right. If your feet are tired and you're carrying a heavy bag, you need to ask about distance, like, is it far from here or can I walk there? But if you are standing inside a chaotic train station looking at a blank departure board, you need logistics. You need to know what time does it leave or which bus should I take.
Exactly. You need the facts in that moment.
Actually, I have a question about this specific lost in the city scenario. I know from personal experience that when we are lost or when we feel stressed about missing a connecting train, our biological fight or flight response kicks in.
Oh, absolutely.
Our heart rate spikes. And usually, when our heart rate goes up, we speed up our speech. We talk really, really fast without breathing. How important is it to take a conscious physical breath and purposefully deliver these specific phrases slowly when approaching a stranger?
I am so glad you asked that because it might be the single most important piece of advice in this entire deep dive. It is absolutely critical to slow down.
To fight the urge to rush.
Yes. When you are stressed out and you rush up to a stranger and speak at lightning speed,
Hmm.
their brain is going to struggle to process your pronunciation, especially if there's street noise. And if they cannot immediately understand you, their own stress response kicks in.
They get stressed too.
Exactly. They might panic, assume you're unstable, and just quickly walk away. By forcing yourself to take a deep breath and speaking slowly and clearly, you are actually helping them help you. A calm, slow, steady voice signals to the stranger's brain that there is no emergency. It's just a simple, everyday question. It makes the interaction feel safe and smooth for both of you.
That is such incredible advice. You literally have to slow down in order to get to your destination faster. Let's put that crucial pacing into practice right now.
We'll take this nice and easy.
I want you to channel a calm, clear, slow voice. Imagine you are standing on a busy city sidewalk, the sun is shining, and you're approaching a friendly-looking stranger to ask for a little bit of help. Take a deep physical breath before we start.
Remember, smooth, clear, and steady. Phrase number 41 is, where's the station? Notice the contraction where's instead of where is. Keep it casual but clear. Listen, where's the station? Now you try it.
Slow and steady. Let's do it again. Where's the station? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 42 focuses on logistics. How do I get there? Make sure every word is distinct so the stranger understands your goal. Listen, how do I get there? Your turn.
It's the perfect clear inquiry. Let's practice it once more. How do I get there? Go ahead.
Phrase number 43 is about assessing the physical distance. Is it far from here? The secret to flow here is linking the words far and from smoothly. Listen to the rhythm. Is it far from here? Try it now.
This will save you a lot of painful walking. Let's repeat it. Is it far from here? Your turn.
Phrase number 44 follows up on distance. Can I walk there? This helps you decide if you need a taxi or just comfortable shoes. Listen, can I walk there? Give it a try.
A very practical question for exploring a city. Let's do it again. Can I walk there? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 45 deals with transit options. Which bus should I take? Articulate the word which clearly so they know you need a specific number or route. Listen, which bus should I take? Your turn to practice.
It cuts right to the chase when looking at a complex bus schedule. Let's repeat it. Which bus should I take? Go ahead.
Phrase number 46 is our magic vulnerability phrase. I think I'm lost. Say this very gently, with a little bit of a self-deprecating smile. You're acknowledging the situation safely. Listen, I think I'm lost. Try it now.
It instantly disarms the stranger. Let's practice that gentle, honest tone. I think I'm lost. Your turn.
Phrase number 47 is the brilliant, low-pressure follow-up. Can you point me in the right direction? This is a slightly longer phrase, so don't rush it. Take your time and articulate. Listen, can you point me in the right direction? Give it a try.
Remember, you're just asking for a point of the finger. Let's do this longer, one more time, nice and slow. Can you point me in the right direction? Say it out loud.
Phrase number 48 is back to logistics. What time does it leave? This is essential for trains and flights. Put a slight emphasis on time. Listen, what time does it leave? Your turn.
Don't miss your connection. Let's lock this one in. What time does it leave? Go ahead.
Phrase number 49 requires a bit of assertiveness. This is my stop. You use this when you're on a crowded bus or subway, and you need people to physically move out of your way to the door. Speak clearly and firmly. Listen, this is my stop. Try it now.
You have to be a little loud with this one if the train is packed. Let's practice that firm volume.
Yeah.
This is my stop. Your turn.
And finally, phrase number 50 is for managing your travel expectations. How long does it take? This helps you plan your arrival time. Listen to the steady rhythm. How long does it take? Give it a try.
You've made it to the final phrase. Let's deliver it perfectly one last time. How long does it take? Say it out loud.
You did it. You have successfully navigated the entire day.
What an amazing journey.
Take a second right now, wherever you are, to feel really genuinely proud of the work you just put in. Look at the incredible comprehensive journey we just took together. We started inward, figuring out our internal emotions and learning how to extend empathy through our tone of voice.
That was such a great starting point.
Then we used that newfound warmth to navigate the polite dance of making social plans with a friend. We stepped into a loud, busy cafe and ordered a coffee smoothly, respectfully, and efficiently. We tackled stressful, high-pressure moments at work using calm, reliable leadership phrases. And finally, we found our way home by safely and calmly asking strangers for directions.
It's an entire day in 50 phrases.
You didn't just learn vocabulary today, you practiced 50 essential, practical tools that make up a complete, culturally fluent English day.
It is a truly remarkable amount of material to cover. And because it's such a massive amount of information, we have to talk about the best, most realistic way for you to practice from here on out. Please, I am begging you, do not try to memorize all 50 of these phrases tonight before you go to sleep.
Oh, please don't do that.
Do not write them out on a giant flashcard list and try to force them into your brain all at once. That is incredibly stressful. It's exhausting. And quite honestly, it's just a very unrealistic way for the adult brain to learn.
It really is a recipe for burnout. Instead of cramming, we want you to group them. Just like we organized our journey today, group the phrases by their specific real-world situations. Pick the 10 cafe phrases tomorrow morning when you wake up, and only focus on those 10.
Bite-sized pieces.
Exactly. The next day, shift your focus entirely to the 10 workplace phrases. Repeat them aloud using the exact 4-step shadowing method we used today. Listen to the native rhythm, repeat it immediately, repeat it again while focusing on your confidence and the shape of your mouth, and then the most crucial step of all, take that tool out into the real world and use it immediately.
Use it or lose it.
Even if you're just ordering a simple drip coffee, force yourself to use that polite softener. Say, "I'd like a coffee, please," instead of just pointing. Use the tool until it feels comfortable.
I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. drawn from a specific concept we encountered in our sources today. We came across the vocabulary word automatically. Doing something automatically means doing it naturally, instinctively, without having to stop, translate, and think about the mechanics of it.
It just happens.
Right, it just happens. We spend so much time in our language learning journeys obsessing over highly complicated grammar structures. We desperately want to build the perfect, giant academic sentence to prove how smart we are.
But what if the true secret to conversational fluency isn't about learning more and more complicated, rigid rules?
What if it's simpler than that?
Exactly. What if the real secret is simply taking the smallest, most highly useful daily phrases, like, that's a relief, or count me in, or we'll figure it out, and practicing the phonetic delivery of those small phrases until they happen automatically? What if sounding like a confident native speaker is actually just about mastering the simple things perfectly?
I think that is a beautiful and very true perspective to adopt. Mastery is rarely about complexity. True mastery is about absolute comfort and ease with the basics.
So well said.
When those simple, reliable phrases flow out of your mouth automatically, without you having to panic and search your brain for the right vocabulary, you free up your mental energy to actually look up, smile, and enjoy the conversation. You get to stop analyzing the grammar and start genuinely connecting with the human being standing right in front of you.
And that human connection is exactly why we are all putting in this effort in the first place. Remember the grand piano analogy from earlier today? Please, whatever you do, don't forget to use the pedals.
Press those pedals down.
Put emotion, put rhythm, put pitch, and put life into your short phrases.
You are doing a fantastic job on this journey. Remember that true fluency does not happen overnight. It is not a sprint, and it's not a race against anyone else. Fluency grows little by little, day by day.
Just a little bit every day.
Just 5 minutes of dedicated shadowing out loud every single day will create massive, unbelievable progress over time. Be patient with yourself. Keep practicing your pronunciation out loud, even if it feels a little silly at first, and trust the process.
Keep up the wonderful work. We are cheering you on. Whether you are walking to work right now in the bright morning sunshine or sitting on your couch watching travel videos late into the quiet evening, we wish you a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are in the world.
Keep playing those pedals with feeling. We'll see you next time.